Hello everybody, Cindy Grimway here from lawmarketing.com, and today we're here with Tanner Jones of consultwebs.com to talk about Google Plus and the importance of Google Plus, why it's not optional anymore, why it's really something that attorneys and law firms need to implement into their legal marketing strategies. So welcome, Tanner. I'm looking forward to our interview here today.
Thank you, Cindy. Glad to be here.
Great. So Google Plus, I think, Tanner, quite often is considered a social media platform just like, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. And I think it's one that not every attorney out there is using or really understands fully. But, from talking with you here today, I'm starting to understand that Google Plus is really a must-have for attorneys and law firms these days. It's not an option really, especially with the connection to Google itself. So share with me a little bit about the difference here that Google Plus can offer law firms and some of the things that it will benefit a law firm with.
Sure, absolutely, and you're right. Google Plus is critical today. We've seen the rise of social media over the last year or two, and so really most firms have just moved over to social media platforms because that's what they're hearing is the thing to do. Google Plus really should have a unique strategy. Unlike Facebook, which has over 1 billion users and really gives you the opportunity to directly connect with your potential clients, Google Plus, in my opinion and ConsultWeb's opinion, is really you should focus on your building out your connections within the legal profession. Google Plus is a social network, but it also can positively impact your rankings in the search engines. Obviously, Google owns Google Plus, and so it's in Google's best interest to make Google Plus a success. And being able to first of all build out your connections within Google Plus, and what I mean by that is find people within your legal profession, whether that be opportunities for referrals. Those individuals, connect with them on Google Plus. People within your community, people relevant to your practice areas, because what that does is it shows Google who's in your community, who's in your circles, and that's what Google's taking into consideration.
Right, and I think that, we've talked a little bit about how it helps with your rankings, it helps in developing the network, it helps with authorship, we've talked a little bit about that. We haven't covered all that here in this video here, but it's really interesting to me because I think, so many of us that haven't looked into Google Plus, it's just one of those other strategies. We're much more interested in focusing on LinkedIn and building relationships there, that professional kind of environment there. But Google Plus certainly is, rising above in a lot of cases. So what are some things then, Tanner, that attorneys can do right now that will help with really leveraging Google Plus in their practice?
Yeah, much like LinkedIn, where you're building relationships on that, more professional relationships, business to business, it can be the same on Google Plus. And adding content there or sharing content that you've written on your blog relevant to your practice areas and your local areas, your market areas. Being able to provide good resources, just like you would on your website, on your Google Plus profile will establish you as a credible authority figure within Google Plus. And just like Google has an algorithm for their search engines, they have an algorithm for Google Plus. They're actually able to analyze who are the authority figures, what's your subject matter. And if you're producing content, for example, around Atlanta car accidents, FAQs, good resources over and over, and just providing a wealth of information on that Google Plus platform, then Google is going to see you as an authoritative figure around that. And in turn, when someone's searching for that, you have a better opportunity to garner rankings from that effort. So over time, you can really establish yourself as an authority, and today's the day to be doing that. You mentioned earlier, this is critical. It is, because this is an untapped market right now. Not a lot of law firms are doing this right now, and so if you can get on and establish yourself as that authority figure within your subject field, then you have a huge opportunity for yourself.
Leading the pack, for sure. Great. Okay, Tanner, well, thank you so much. I'd love to, have another call, another interview where we can talk a little bit more about Google Plus and some additional strategies that attorneys can implement, on a day-to-day basis, or even things that their team can help them out with. So
Sure.
Thanks for that. And I know people can find you at consultwebs.com and also on Twitter at TannerJones_CW, correct?
That's right. That's
Great.
right.
All right. Well, Tanner, you've been such a wealth of information. Thank you so much, and I look forward
Thank
to
you, Cindy.
connecting again. You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it.